What's up? Thank you for joining me once again for another episode of SmackDown vs. Raw, but we might turn that around and call it Raw vs. SmackDown Review Week 2. Alright, so without further ado, I'm just rhyming all over the place. Let's kick it off with Monday Night Raw. So if you didn't join us for the first week, we pretty much give 5 minutes for each brand. I go off the top of my head to show you what I remember, or, tell you what I remember, and if all goes well, should go smoothly, and at the end of the reviews that come from my head, I will give you a winner, a round winner for the week. So we'll see how that goes. And without further ado, let's get started with Monday Night Raw, and here we go. 5 minutes is on the clock right now, and so we'll kick it off with Monday Night Raw, which started off with a intro, a really great intro that pretty much said, hey, last week we had blah blah blah, and Sasha Banks won the title, and all that stuff. So that was really awesome. It was done to an upbeat type of music, so it didn't make you feel sad, but it wasn't really sad last week anyways. So then we also had the Raw intro that led to the Shine Down enemies, blah blah blah. Then we went into Monday Night Raw. We saw Sasha Banks come out and introduce herself to the crowd. She's the boss, she's the best, and blah, blah, blah. Then Charlotte came out. Now this is awesome to start off Monday Night Raw. Different stars making their appearance for the first half of Monday Night Raw. So Charlotte came out on her own in a red robe, or, whatever she wears normally, and told Sasha Banks, that was a fluke, you're a one-night stand. Sasha Banks is like, yeah, well, you're a one-night stand too if your dad didn't do all that crap a long time ago. And then all of a sudden, Chris Jericho is like, quiet, and he's like, who do you think you are talking to Charlotte like this? And that led to Chris Jericho calling Sasha Banks a little punk. That led to Enzo Amore coming out. It's like, how you doing? To Sasha Banks, kisses her hand. She's like, how you doing? And then all of a sudden it led to a mixed tag team match by Mick Foley. So that was cool. Sasha Banks and Enzo Amore lost after Sasha got hit by something. I can't remember. Anyways, Sasha lost. We go on to another Braun Strowman squash match as he defeated Evan Anderhole or something like that. Pretty cool. He's Evan Anderholt guy. He's like, why am I in this match? Because I want to win $1,000, and if I actually win this match, I get $5,000. That was pretty sweet. We also had another squash match with Nia Jax. She went up against what was it? Ariel, something like that. She won. Braun Strowman won, if you didn't already know. We also had, who else? Brock Lesnar came out in the main event. Paul Heyman came out with him as well, so that's speculation of will he sign the contract. The rumor was gone. He's back. He came out with Brock Lesnar. He's telling how The Undertaker lost to Brock Lesnar, and the crowd was like, boo! And Paul Heyman's like, if you haven't got over that yet, that was WrestleMania 30. This is like 2 years later. So that was pretty sweet. Brock Lesnar standing there, he's smiling, he's ready. Paul Heyman's promoting the SummerSlam fight between Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's Paul Heyman's advocate, Brock Lesnar, will not take an RKO because Randy Orton doesn't have the guts to land the RKO onto Brock Lesnar. And what happens out of nowhere? RKO! And Randy Orton made an appearance on Monday Night Raw. He quickly ran up into the crowd and stood in the stands. I don't know about that. I wasn't too happy about that. Randy Orton making his appearance on Raw. He's a SmackDown guy. I don't know. Anyways, what else did we have? We had I can't remember. Yes. Mark Henry wanted to prove that he's still got more left in the tank, so he went up against Rusev for the United States Championship. Rusev defeated him, put the accolade on. Rusev's like, I am the best United States champion, and America's dumb because they take steroids and all that stuff. they take drugs to try and win an Olympic gold medal. And who comes out but Kurt Angle? No, not Kurt Angle, but Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns got a decent reaction from the crowd. He's like, you know, blah, blah, blah. Actually, he didn't even talk. He just went up to Rusev, and I believe he just, like, hit him. And, yeah, Roman Reigns looks like he's going into the United States Championship slot, so that's pretty cool. What else did we have? Oh, man. We also had on Monday Night Raw. The timer is going down very fast. We have 20 seconds. Oh, what else did we have? Titus O'Neil versus Darren Young. Horrible match. I don't know even, it was a stupid feud to begin with back then, and now we're bringing it back. And I thought we were making Darren Young great again, not going back to the past. But anyways, and 3, 2, 1. Yes, there we go. If you know what song that is, leave that down in the comments down below. Alright, so Monday Night Raw. That happened. Okay show, I guess. But now, let's go over to SmackDown Live. Alright, so I'll get the timer ready very soon. Holy crap, what the hell happened here? Hang on. Alright, I think that's okay. My phone just did had a little heart attack. Alright, now, let's go over to SmackDown Live. The timer starts now. Awesome. Okay, so on SmackDown Live, we opened up with a pretty interesting start, where Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon are walking in the back. They walk. They bumped into... Oh, no. They were talking to the security. You know, they were saying Brock Lesnar's bound to show up tonight on SmackDown Live because of what Randy Orton did on Monday Night Raw. So, let's try and get all the security together, and let's try and try and give Brock Lesnar no chance of coming into SmackDown Live. So that was that setup. We also got an Intercontinental Championship setup, as well as The Miz went to talk to Daniel Bryan about, hey, why did you say my name so disgustingly when you announced me on the WWE SmackDown roster? And then so Daniel Bryan's like, well, you're going to defend that Intercontinental Champion at SummerSlam, so we're going to announce a triple threat match tonight. It's going to be Baron Corbin versus, who was the other one? Kalisto versus Apollo Creed. And, that was amazing when he said that. Apollo Creed. Holy crap, we're going back to Rocky Styles. Alright, so yes, that was, booked, announced, and all that. Apollo Creed won in the end, and interesting ending. Apollo Creed won, and then Baron Corbin beat him up, and then The Miz came in, and Baron Corbin beat him up. So, yeah, all in a day's worth. Okay. Also, in that backstage segment with Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, Dean Ambrose approached them, and said, I'm going in the ring, and I'm going to tell Dolph Ziggler how I really feel. So, Dean Ambrose went into the ring. He was talking. He was, like, cutting a really good promo. I really liked it. It sort of felt like he was turning into a bad guy. Almost felt like it. Until we got Dolph Ziggler coming out. He's not doing all his Ziggler wiggles and any of that crap, so he comes right out. He's like, I've been doing this for 20 damn years, and I've been doing it too. You know how he normally talks. He's like, Anyways, Dolph Ziggler's not really, I don't know. To me, he doesn't feel like he's going to be a world champion anytime soon, but he was telling Dean Ambrose, you know, you didn't believe in me. The fans didn't believe in me. Even Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon didn't believe in me. And then he's like, yeah, I'm going to prove you all wrong, because I'm that damn good. And I'm like, what the hell? That damn good? Wait a minute, didn't somebody say don't do that back in the days? Because that's Triple H's little saying thing that he's like, you know, and I'm like, holy crap, that was England saying what Triple H is saying. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting. So, yeah, that was just a talking thing. Dean Ambrose is like, okay, if you're that damn good, let's prove it tonight. Or something like that. And then Dean Ambrose left the ring, the lights go out. And then the lights turn back on, and Sister Abigail right onto Dolph Ziggler, and Bray Wyatt was right there, and challenge Dolph Ziggler for the main event. If he wins, Bray Wyatt goes into that main event slot, and Dolph Ziggler has to give it up. Alright, so we continue on. We have women's match as we see Becky Lynch versus Eva Marie. Eva Marie done her entrance. She never actually competed. She tore a hamstring or something. I think they're going to do that every week now because it's just teasing what, her eventual fight. Also had another one with Natalya and Carmella. Yeah. That match didn't happen either. Carmella did her entrance. Natalya's like, screw this, you're not Enzo and Big Cass. So she hit Carmella from behind. We also saw the debut of the American Alpha. Really awesome. That was cool. They went up against the Vaudevillains. Poor Vaudevillains. But yeah, American Alpha went up against the Vaudevillains. They pulled off the victory. Great stuff that what they did. They showed a lot in their debut. Really awesome. Also, Heath Slater was backstage. He was like, I went on to Monday Night Raw and I didn't get all the respect I deserved, so let me get a SmackDown contract. And Daniel Bryan's like, well, I don't know how you got in, but let's see what we can do for next week. And then, so the week, next week we'll see Rhino versus Heath Slater. Rhino did a call to Heath Slater. And we also saw Randy Orton versus Fandango. Fandango was upset about what Randy Orton said in his comments at Battleground. Randy Orton won the match by disqualification because Brock Lesnar came in and F5'd Randy Orton. Alright, so I think that's it. I did not say who won the Dolph Ziggler versus Bray Wyatt match, but I'm sure you already know who won anyways. Okay, so pretty much if I didn't say what I was trying to think of during my 5 minutes of talking, I'm not really going to repeat it later, so yeah. Alright. I did watch both shows closely, but not too closely. Monday Night Raw, I went into it, I was watching, I fell asleep on the Cesaro versus Sheamus match. I don't know, too long. I'm coming home from school, I'm just watching it, and I'm like, So yeah, I watched all of it, though. Monday Night Raw did good. Last week was better, though. SmackDown, I was watching that 2 hours. It was okay. I don't know. I was still a little bit bored from what SmackDown was doing, but they did upgrade a few stuff from last week anyways. Now when superstars come to the ring, they have their little description on the side, like a little key, nameplate thing. That's really awesome. I don't know, what else did they have on SmackDown? I think that's about all they had for new features, but SmackDown was okay. I wasn't really into SmackDown as well. But for this week, the winner for me is SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live actually, I don't know. It felt better than last week, of course, because Monday Night Raw did awesomely. But, I don't know. Monday Night Raw this week, it did not give me enough. I don't know. I didn't want to continue watching it. So, for that, I'm giving it to SmackDown Live, and I think that's about it for this video. So, until next time, make sure to leave a like down below and a comment to let me know who you believe won the brand wars for week 2. Last week we got great comments that said Raw pulled it out of the bag and nailed SmackDown and put them in their coffin. So thank you for those comments, and I'd love to see your comments down below for this one. Alright, so until next time, thanks for watching.
The name is Dawn Day Evolution, the solution to the gaming community, which is littered with pollution. The most electrifying man in all of entertainment. No, I'm not holding the rock, I'm just making a statement. I am educated, dedicated, never too scared. If you stand in my way, you're about to be eliminated. Better watch out, or else you're gonna get hurt. I'm only giving you a one-time warning alert, so you better revert back to where you came from. I'm only giving you a sample of my theme song. This is where I belong, on top among all the gods. Follow the motto, which is defeat all odds.